This time, on the season finale of Highway Through Hell, a logging truck
It's winking at me,
700 feet down
saying, come get me.
becomes Al's steepest mountain recovery. A fiery crash has heavy rescue
Keep going.
battling to clear the canyon. And as winter wraps, Jamie cranks it up for next season. On the Highway Through Hell, the last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because closure is not an option.
How's Coquihalla?
In Hope, British Columbia,
I just come down. It's beautiful.
the Cascade Mountain peaks emerge from the snowpack.
You got a good ride all the way up, mate?
Nice dry road.
It's a relief for drivers after months of winter. 80 miles north of Hope,
Someone said a cup went off the mountain.
Al Quiring
The guy with the green record.
and Gord Boyd climb a mountain road to their next job.
We're heading up to go and recover a logging truck and trailer that's got over the steep cliff and with a load of logs. It's a tough country. 10 feet off the road can sometimes mean 300, 400 feet down.
This isn't the first time the Quiring family has gone to battle on these high switchbacks. Nearly 50 years ago, Al's grandfather tackled a logging truck in the same mountain pass.
I guess it spawned a little fire in my heart, and I had to have a logging truck myself. My grandpa had quite a legacy in heavy towing. I don't want to let my family down. The risk factor, I'd say 9.5 out of 10. The terrain is very, very steep and very rocky. Hopefully it'll be a safe day.
Long ways down. Oh boy. This is gonna be one for the books.
The driver was standing outside the logging truck when the parking brakes failed and the rig began to roll. It plunged over the cliff. Tumbling to a stop 700 feet below.
This is the biggest job of my career for going down the bank. Every towman wants to catch a big fish, and this is a whopper.
Al's brought in a team of rock scalers
These guys are our level 1 first aid.
to help with the high-angle recovery.
Some of the biggest dangers, obviously, is the falling debris, which could include falling wreckers. Nobody below anything when we're pulling. Okay? Sounds good. Let the games begin.
The logging truck is so far down,
We're beyond the reach of our winch lines.
Al and Gord
We're gonna be doing some highline fishing.
need to shackle every inch of extra cable together
Gordy's gonna be the main prime puller.
to try and link Gord's truck to the wreck.
We'll use all of this and then some.
And hopefully we got enough. We're not gonna know till we start hooking stuff together. You guys can go ahead.
Okay.
Probably better to the left a little bit.
The scalers start the 700-foot descent.
I think it drops off on us here pretty good.
While up top, Gord stands by to winch.
I'm not stupid. I'm not going down a 700-foot cliff. That's just not happening.
You can see the blinker, it's winking at me, saying, come get me.
But the only person Al trusts with the rigging
It's coming down.
is Al himself.
I want to be the guy at the end of that winch line that's attached it.
Watch yourself.
And the only way to do that is boots on the ground and down the hill.
Al is a special kind of crazy. We've already got all the chokers over the bank.
As the cables snake down the slope
We're now running on my winch line.
through the path of lost logs, it's another hazard for Al and his crew below.
They're 4,000-pound missiles on a sheer cliff. You're in a real danger zone. Look out below!
Can you hear Al? Hey, we can't hear him either. He's yelling something.
Darwin! Log! Log!
"30 miles south,
Yeah, big accident.
in the Fraser Canyon,
It's a complete no-go. Everything being turned around.
Scott Bird is on his way to an urgent call on Highway 1.
We will see what we got when we get there. It's always a surprise, like Christmas morning every time the phone rings.
I brought Scott back because I needed to know that I had a guy who was solid, he could get the job done. He'll do it. I can rely on that.
What's going on here? The tires ain't moving, or?
Oh. It's right upside down.
A roll-off truck hauling empty bins lay in pieces. The rig lost control, hit a power pole, then broke apart and caught on fire. Another trucker, still on scene, pulled the driver from the wreck.
And he was still in the cab with the flames going. And then I got him out.
He didn't think about the hazards of going in to rescue him. It's just human nature to run in and do it, but he probably saved his life.
Lucky.
How did you say that guy was blessed?
The wreck is too much for Scott alone.
Everything is all detached all over the place.
Not open yet. I'm sitting here.
In hope, company boss Jamie Davis leaves his yard to help Scott get the highway open.
The canyon's shut right down. So the quicker we get it done, the better it is. I'm just happy to get out of the office. I'll have a good day no matter what happens.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, she's the waiting game.
On a forest road 30 miles north,
Darwin!
Can you hear Al?
a load of logs scattered on a slope
Darwin!
Hey, we can't hear him either. He's yelling something.
Log! Log!
threaten Al's team. 700 feet below,
That's the part that was really scary to me. You don't want to have somebody get pinned or thumped.
the runaway log is a reminder
We're almost there.
Al needs to work fast and get everyone out of the line of fire. When he reaches the wreck,
This guy's gonna get towed away.
Al decides the trailer will be first up the bank, and he has just enough line to do it.
When it went off the edge, somehow this trailer must have pole vaulted and landed down.
The trailer is pinned down by logs.
Cut that log that you're holding into smaller pieces.
And Al uses his chop saw on the trailer's metal frame.
This should be enough.
Now he's crossing his fingers. The trailer won't get hung up on anything.
We'll get up over on this side here.
As it's pulled up to the road.
Back up, boys. If it doesn't want to clay nice and come out in pieces, then we're going to be in for a real pull. So hopefully just the trailer's going to break out. Spades down, boom up.
Talk to me. How do we down there?
We're just starting to break it apart here now. Pulled the trailer apart and the truck moved a little bit. Come on, sweetheart. And somehow underneath, looked like smoke in it. The battery box was shorting out. Yeah, we got a fire going here. All right. Yeah, we got a fire. We need a fire extinguisher down here.
On a mountain road north of Hope, BC.
Looks like it blew smoke in it. Yeah, we got a fire.
A logging truck has caught fire.
Tell them we need a fire extinguisher down here.
During Al's extreme recovery.
We got water? No. Tell them to hurry.
No one was on board when the truck's brakes failed, and it plunged into the chasm.
700 feet down this god-awful cliff. Unfortunately, the fire extinguisher was up the bank.
It's getting a lot bigger.
Talk to me. What's going on down there?
ETA on a fire extinguisher. We're getting pretty big flames here.
Fire extinguisher's on the way down.
The fire's burning within proximity of 300 gallons of diesel fuel. We throw some gravel in there? Yeah. We had the bucket brigade going to get some sand on it. It's our best hope.
When the extinguisher finally arrives at the wreck,
Get her?
the sand and gravel has the fire nearly out.
What about back here?
Yeah, I think we got it out.
Okay.
We were very lucky. Next time I'll make sure to check that list off before we go down the hill. Okay, let's clear out here.
Now Gord will try once again to winch the trailer up the 700-foot slope.
You've got trees, you've got rocks, you've got logs.
Okay, pull her up there, Gordon.
I'm relying on Al over the radio.
Yeah, keep going. You're good.
To tell me when to pull and when to stop.
It's just busting loose here.
You're literally working blind.
It's just a tire. Keep going.
Okay.
Watch out. Back up, boys.
The slightest tug from down below, you can feel it.
Okay, keep going.
But you can only feel so much.
We're just stationary. Back off on it a little bit.
I am standing by.
Okay, don't do anything.
Okay.
The trailer is hung up and refuses to flop onto its wheels.
It's gonna roll. It's a lot easier on its tires. Get a timber 8 feet and just kind of lay it against into the top bunk.
But Al comes up with a plan.
We gotta prop a log up against the trailer so we can pole vault it onto its wheels.
Okay.
Get a log lodged in there that it can pivot on. And bring her around over here. Yeah, right there. Oh.
An old-fashioned pole vault.
Hopefully it'll spring onto its wheels. Rip that baby right out of there. Okay, Gord, tickle it up.
She's starting to tighten up.
Yeah, we're moving.
And then all of a sudden, bang. It sprung. That's nice. That is nice. Flipped onto its wheels. Pretty awesome.
We're 10-4, Gord. Take her home.
All righty.
The log trailer will now make the slow and steady climb.
Pull on her some more.
See the light at the end of the tunnel.
As Al returns to the top,
Don't stop until you're on the slope there.
the trailer finally reaches the road.
Sometimes a good chunk of jack pine is all you need to solve your problems. He's on the road.
But down below, the tractor may be too heavy to drag up the mountain.
Gordy's gonna clear the scene, and then we're gonna rig for the truck. It's gotta be a little bit more extravagant.
What's the hold up here?
In the Fraser Canyon,
Road's closed, I yell.
Jamie arrives at the crash site on Highway 1.
They're lined up pretty good, eh?
Wow.
A crashed bin truck and trailer have kept the Canyon Highway closed for the last 3 hours.
Quite the deal. We've got this truck totally wiped out, facing the wrong way, and it's on its side. This is a major crash.
Earlier today, the truck hit a power pole and broke apart. The driver was rescued from the flaming cab. Scott was first on site.
What's going on, buddy?
With the power lines out of the way, Jamie and Scott will team up to clear the multi-piece wreck.
Okay, I'm gonna go past the wreck, turn around, I'll do the back end. You can do the front end, just put a line on it, low pull.
This winter, Scott's been Jamie's steady hand and most trusted operator.
Scott and I, we're a team. We're gonna make it happen.
With Jamie winching from his classic 16-ton Army truck, and Scott using one of Jamie's top-of-the-line 50-ton wreckers, they'll work together to flip the tractor.
You ready, Jim?
Pretty smashed up, that cab. I'm worried about this hood. It's so damaged, it's like a piece of fiberglass in a slingshot and letting it go. Okay. When you flip that truck over and it comes crashing down, you never know what parts are gonna fly off it.
Anybody know if Highway 1 still closed there?
On the Fraser Canyon Highway, near Saddle Rock Tunnel,
Yeah, it'll be closed for quite a while.
Jamie and Scott
Ready, Jim?
work fast to reopen the Trans-Canada Highway.
Let's go right through there.
Make it go a little bit long, though.
They have to flip a heavily damaged tractor.
I'm worried about this hood. It's like a piece of fiberglass in a slingshot and letting it go. It could end up flying apart and hurt somebody.
It's gonna happen right in a second. You're gonna have the glory, Jim. Take her away.
when she hit hard. The hood held on. That's great. Let's get this wreck out of here.
As Scott moves the tractor down the road,
We're gonna put this container over now.
Jamie sets his sights on a piece of the wreck still blocking the highway.
Run the other one up, and we'll drag it across.
A 2,000-pound cargo bin.
Priority one is get the road open.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
It looks like they could be opening Highway 1.
Beautiful.
Jamie's old-school wrecker drags the steel bin out of the way.
The Army truck is a nice old machine and does the job.
We're gonna open alternating.
5 hours after the driver was pulled from the crash,
Okay, bud, drive safe and be careful, eh?
Yeah, you betcha.
the trucker who rescued him is first down the canyon highway.
He's the hero here. He saved his life.
And traffic's a-moving.
Jamie, David, thank you.
With the highway cleared,
There you go.
Scott and Gord will tow the tractor back to Hope,
We'll worry about that other stuff later.
then come back and deal with what's left in the ditch.
There's a chance we could get it out of there. Let's have a look at it.
But Jamie has other ideas.
If I wanted to be a real show-off, I'd get that thing out of the ditch before he got back.
The boss is tempted to tackle the flip trailer by himself.
That's a big, big recovery. Oh. I might just throw a line on it for fun, see if we can do it before Scotty gets back. I'm kind of being a little bit of a bugger, and I'm going to steal the glory just to give him a little hard time. No matter what happens, it has to come over.
Jamie is gambling his old Army truck will come through one more time.
A bit of a pull here. It's a little more than I should be doing. That thing's jammed in there.
To the north,
It's a long way down.
Al and Gord brace themselves for the next piece of the logging truck. 700 feet below.
That canyon just keeps going down into like Sasquatch country.
This is probably the toughest job we will ever do.
It's a long ways down into those trees. You gotta watch your step.
At the crash site, the truck's tractor is still weighed down by massive logs.
The truck was probably 30,000, 35,000 pounds. Let's give her a cut and let's get pulling.
Al's crew carves away at the timber
I'll make this go in there a little bit further.
to give Gord's wrecker a chance up top.
How you guys making out down here?
We're all clear at the bottom here. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, starting to pull.
It's about to get heavy. Truck whisper to it. Woo, doggy!
Yeah, keep pulling.
But 700 feet up,
Got my nose coming up.
Gord's 50-ton wrecker is maxed out.
Why am I putting 100,000 pounds of pull to that thing?
Oh, are you pulling? Pull. I'm pulling.
It is not coming.
The last thing you want to see is this great big green thing tumbling down. on top of you.
Cable snapping around him.
There's something we gotta do.
On a mountain road,
Got my nose coming up.
Gord Boyd is in a losing battle with 30,000 pounds of mangled truck.
I'm putting 100,000 pounds of pull to that thing.
So are you pulling? I'm pulling.
It is not coming.
Al Quiring is 700 feet below beside the wreck.
It was just Gordy hooked to it. This truck was starting to lift.
I think we're gonna need help on this one.
He needed more power. Yeah, I'm gonna start heading back up the hill to get it to pop out.
Al has to add his record to the fight. Using his side puller and back winch, Al will add an extra 50 tons of pulling power to help Gord winch the tractor up the 60-degree slope.
Wind up with both, Gord.
With Al and Gord working together,
Yeah, you're picking the frame up now.
the wreck finally starts to roll. But it has to get past hundreds of feet of logs and trees.
Can we just keep pulling or what?
Sure, you might get tight on you though.
The weight of our two wreckers far outweigh that truck.
She's not coming up quick, but she's coming up.
The more we pulled up the hill, the lighter it got. Just kept shredding to pieces.
Talk about moves on the frame, I think he's going.
Copy.
But as the tractor inches up the bank,
Still a ways down there.
Al's goal to be out before dark is slipping away.
You don't want to be working in the dark. Hopefully we get this thing out of here before nightfall.
On the Fraser Canyon Highway, Jamie and his army truck try to flip a 14,000-pound trailer and cargo bin. Scott's at the yard, dropping off the tractor. So the boss attempts the recovery alone.
Bit of a pull here. Wow.
Jamie and his old-school wrecker
So that's halfway home.
get it done.
Scooping Scotty is as much fun as an old guy can have.
But the boss knows when to call it quits.
I don't think we should try to do any more with this because I just know better, you know? You just know. And I really enjoyed getting out of the office today. I like this old army truck, just plain and simple. I'm out of here.
Heading back to flip the trailer,
When I get back up there, we're gonna finish it off.
Scott's in for a surprise.
Well, they flipped my trailer over, the rotten son of a gun.
He beat you on another one, Scott.
That bastard.
He'd rather be in the ditch, swimming in diesel and mud just like I would, right? That's all right by me because I know that as he's doing that, he's got a good laugh going on.
This thing should be pretty fun to tow.
It's ugly.
Scott and Gord mop up the last piece of the wreck.
Love it when a plan comes together. We're just gonna chain her down and get the hell out of here. Hopefully Jamie's got that fire cooking.
Scotty's done this a long time. He understands the game and he plays it well.
What is it? good. Every time I leave, I come back and you got my trailer
It's
split.
a game. It's a game. It's getting to be like the old days again. Flip it over and leave it before you on the side of the road. And I'm starting to have fun.
Oh, after you.
In the hills north of Hope,
Let us back it off here a bit.
Al's deadline on the logging truck wreck has come and gone.
We're out of light.
You pull up on it.
But with the tractor still crawling up the bank, Al and Gord press on.
One of the golden rules is be out of danger before nightfall. All kinds of things to be worried about.
There it is.
Okay, let's go, Gordy. Give her both there, Gordy.
As the tractor climbs the steepest section,
Easy, easy.
the risk goes up.
We're pulling off the side of the truck, getting off the end of the boom, so I'm kind of in a very dangerous spot. You don't want to have a cable snap back.
Whoa, Gord, whoa!
On the side of a 700-foot slope,
There it is. Nice. Come to Papa.
Al and Gord fight to pull the final piece of the logging truck up to the road.
Tow trucks at the top are starting to really load up.
Move up with it, Gord.
Just like the video game, when you're blasting away at that big giant, you see him starting to wobble.
Whoa, Gord, whoa!
That's good. Good, good. A couple more good punches, and you're on your way.
Well, no wonder it was so heavy. It still had logs on it. That was a tough one.
We came to the party, and we conquered it. And that was the best part.
Mission accomplished.
47 years after Al's grandfather recovered a wreck in the same rugged country.
One like my grandpa did, but a little bit bigger. So.
It's another historic moment for Quiring Towing.
What a ride that must have been. Hopefully, this job would make my grandpa proud. The only guys that can pull it out is Quirings. But this winter, we've had a few for the record books. Way more weight, way larger objects, way bigger challenges.
That's a big-ass truck.
If you don't push yourself, you're never going to find out how good you are.
Wind her up. We're gonna rip this tractor out of here.
He does not accept defeat on any job.
Whatever the call is, we handle it. No, I told you we got her. Very high risk here, very high risk. There are critical times when decisions have to be made.
Take your brakes off your trailer!
Ben Gordy, he can handle that.
Here we go, once more into the breach. We're given a responsibility. Do whatever it takes to keep the highway open. We take that responsibility very seriously.
As the last days of winter melt away,
Oh, the Coke is beautiful, man.
an unexpected call has Mission Towing's Nick DePerrin heading up Highway 5.
It might be nice and sunny, but the temperature in the air is still a little bit cold, which causes black ice and slippery sections on the highway.
Here's an accident up at the top of the Coke.
We received a call that they have a jackknife tractor trailer.
Whoa. Ay, ay, ay.
The rig hit a patch of black ice, jackknifed, and clipped a power pole.
The driver's very lucky the lines didn't come down on top of his truck. Oh, it got the pole there. Yikes. Is that axle ripped right out of it? Holy. The pole ripped the front axle out of this thing, so it's not gonna be an easy hook up and go.
We want to clear the highway as quickly as possible.
To get the wreck off the road, Nick's called in heavy operator Neil Wakefield.
Wow.
Here, the front axle ripped right out of it.
Oh.
This one, the whole front end is torn apart, so it's an ugly one.
Nick and Neil will pull on opposite ends of the wreck.
Because this thing's jackknifed, we can't just hook onto the front of it and tow it away. We're gonna have to straighten this thing out.
He's gonna start pulling, Neil.
Hopefully it comes without too much trouble,
Ready?
because it's stuck in there pretty good.
Beautiful, Neil.
Beautiful.
We've got this thing chained up,
2 minutes.
and it's time to get it off the highway.
In less than 30 minutes, Nick and his crew have the lane open.
Yeah.
So how's the code, boys?
Perfect both ways.
Two hours later, back at the mission yard, Nick checks in with the man who pulled him back into the world of heavy rescue.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, brother?
Oh, you know.
Big brother Jordy.
It's great to have Nick back because it's pressure off of my shoulders.
This year, mission towing suffered a terrible blow.
The devastating fire completely burnt our whole business down.
Dealing with the aftermath of the fire has been, it's hard.
But the family business persevered.
Knowing that there was going to be a lot of rebuilding and a lot of work to do, I came back to help my brother. This season, we did get thrown pretty much everything. No two recoveries were the same. We had jobs out of the ordinary.
Wow. Okay. Whoa, stop, stop.
There's a lot of weather involved.
You get everybody clear?
Serious, devastating accidents.
That's crazy.
We muscled through everything that was thrown our way.
Right here.
We have a very good team.
Yeah, let's go.
And a good team standing with you is the recipe for success.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Right.
My brother and I are 100% on our A game to move forward, to rebuild this, and it's a whole new chapter in life.
The sky's the limit, and we're excited to see what's next. Now, knowing what we're up against, we're able to put this together how we want it.
Bigger, better, stronger.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
With winter winding down, Jamie is also taking stock.
Looking back over the past months, feels like things are happening, things are getting better. So I don't come into work hating coming to work. Since we shrunk things down, it's just better. I'm sleeping at night again, I'm happy again. No nonsense, way better, way better. As long as I can get Mighty Mo on the road and show you how to do the hill.
Oh.
Okay, I better go do my stuff.
But Jamie won't be satisfied this season until his final project is complete.
Today we're gonna go pick up Mighty Mo, and I'm really excited to drive it home and do the finishing touches.
For Jamie, getting Mighty Mo back on the road will mean bringing history back to life.
It's my truck, paid for. It's all period correct. It was kind of the rotator of the day, an 850 Holmes. That old truck is going to go out and do the same job if you know what you're doing. And to be able to drive that around this winter is going to be just fabulous. It's a big day for me to be able to go in and pick the truck up. Oh, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful work of art. Hey, Kelly.
What's going on?
Well, I got the parts for this.
Yeah, did you get those cones?
Yep, I got them.
Okay, good.
A lot of love and energy went into this thing to make it the way it is. Okay, partner, I'll go get some fuel and hopefully I make it back. I hope I don't have to get towed home. It's a big day for me to be able to go in and pick the truck up. Oh, it's beautiful. I'll go get some fuel and hopefully I make it back. I hope I don't have to get towed home. Yeah. First time in 12 years this truck's been on the road. In grade 6, one of these big 850s drove by me, and I knew at that point I was going to be a big wrecker guy. It's old school, and so am I. Now, if that ain't a hot rod, I don't know what is. Sure, man, that thing is cool. This is a cool honking truck. Yeah! Gives me my mojo back.
It's a moment of triumph after a challenging season for Jamie Davis.
A few years ago, we went to Alberta, and it seemed like the sky was the limit. We were adding trucks, hiring guys, and growing at an out-of-control pace. I could have never predicted that things would start to collapse and the oil field would be almost shut down.
Jamie's strategy to downsize began with selling his prized rotator.
Good luck with it. It's going to be a great truck for you.
Then,
been cleaning up and organizing.
Retooling his operation in BC. Jamie also took a chance and hired back a heavy rescue veteran.
I brought Scott back because I needed quality.
Now we're cooking the bacon fat, son.
His personality is, you know, rough around the edges.
Before you do anything, check with the scene coordinator.
But you go to do battle, you need to know you got a warrior by your side.
Stars, buddy.
You're my hero this week. And he was kind of the glue to the team.
Pull, little mambo, pull!
He's been a real pillar this season.
Yeah, showing you how it's done, son. Showing you how it's done.
Jamie's got his whole fleet up here.
But this winter, Jamie had to say goodbye to a key member of his team.
I got a position with another company.
Wow. Colin, he's a self-contained towing army.
Decent, Johnny, decent. Well, we're just gonna put the sunroof back on.
I miss him because he was a very good worker and he did the job.
Just another day at the tow yard.
With Colin's departure, Jamie's Alberta operation soon followed.
Bottom line is, you can only lose for so long. I think what it did, though, is it taught me that less is more.
Rebuilding for the future, back in hope, life for Jamie has come full circle.
Oh my God.
Let's try. Look, see that? First time ever, and I'm doing wheelies.
Daddy, Daddy, you're home.
Mo's home.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's home. I can't wait to take Mighty Mo out next winter and do some recoveries in the snow. I don't know what next winter's gonna bring for us, but we've got the crew, we've got the gear, and we're ready for whatever's gonna come our way. This is gonna be cool. Bring it on, I'm here.